Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Swartz. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Stanford's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The give is to Williams. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of...
There he goes! Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Plucks it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Got his man quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. To throw, it's Slater. Oh, he makes the catch. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pound it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal. But great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Bring in the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Noles have their offense in high gear. Got it in the middle, it's Gee. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Knowles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Hold and finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. To the air, it's Slater. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gee. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Snap in the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Under fire. Wideout trying to get it in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum.
Forget the Hard-hitting tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Slater. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through two quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Motion from the back. He leaves it with his back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him, but now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurt you with the speed.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Slater. Rushes on him, and the ball's free in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Schwartz. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To the air on on first down. Right on the money. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. And they swarm him under.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Looking to throw, it's Slater. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Right on target this time. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top, using the quick game.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Can't get him to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. To the air. It's Slater. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Stands in and takes the hit. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to get it. Got the 1st down and more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Slater. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some.
Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. And they stop him. He's not able to get there as he is ridden out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they're trying to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and
oh, he dropped it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to throw, it's Slater. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say,